Howdy y'all, Chip here. I don't recall if I ever made a post about officially deleting my socials, but I know I've made multiple videos talking about how I find it to be a net negative, both individually and socially. I think one of the videos I made last year that seemed to get the most heartfelt response was about how social media ruined my ability to focus on the present by sapping my free time into a completely meaningless time sink while the years just kind of floated by. The reaction to that video deeply moved me, but I'm embarrassed to say it took me a few months to fully take action on the conclusions I came to in that video. Somewhere around mid to late November of last year, I deleted all my social media accounts outside of this YouTube channel. I spent the few months prior slowly phasing these apps out of my life, but the times I would open them only further demonstrated to me how little positive benefit they actually provided. I actually just today, at the time of recording this, had a close friend from college reach out asking what happened to my Facebook account, because he started using his again and was surprised he couldn't send me a reel. He assumed there was just some big drama he missed out on, and I explained to him it really was just a slow shift that happened over the span of a couple of years. The apps slowly moved away from focusing on keeping you updated on your friends and instead became an endless feed of popular pages posting short-form content. And anytime I'd see a friend post anything, it was usually just them sharing a reel from another page. And don't get me wrong, I was guilty of this too. I was kind of posting all the time anytime I saw a funny video or a post. But what I started noticing was that my time on these platforms was, at best, a neutral experience. I was never actually glad I spent time on them. Even when I found something entertaining, it was just a fleeting experience. It certainly wasn't engaging. I was always just moving on to the next dopamine hit. One day, in November, after talking to my wife for a couple weeks about deleting my socials by the end of the year, we were just sitting on the couch after a long day with the kids. We were both just sitting there scrolling on our phones trying to decompress. And I realized after about an hour of doing this, I'd wasted half the free time I was going to have for the night just watching pointless videos. And half of those videos were specifically designed to irritate me to try and drive engagement. After this realization, I turned to her and I said, I don't know why I'm waiting until New Year's to do this. I'm just going to delete these damn accounts. And I don't really know what reaction I was expecting from her, but I pretty much just got a shrug and, if that's what you want to do, go for it. 10 to 15 minutes later, I no longer had a Facebook or an Instagram account. I've never really had a Twitter account that I used for more than a day or two, and Snapchat and TikTok were just accounts I never wanted to even activate in the first place. And I'll be honest, after only a day or two, the habit was pretty much gone. I almost immediately stopped instinctively looking for the icons on my home screen, and instead I would just open up one of my reading apps. The craziest thing to me was how other people reacted to this. Anyone that I knew personally reacted pretty much the same way. Oh man, you went full nuclear on your accounts. What happened? Who hurt you? And in some regards, I fully understand that reaction. Social media has become so intertwined with daily life that it's hard for people to imagine living life without it. But at the same time, I feel like all I ever hear people talk about is how awful it is. So, why isn't the default reaction to someone deleting these accounts just assuming they finally had enough of these stupid applications and pulled the trigger on returning to normalcy? I will say I'm still not fully off the grid or anything. I still have this YouTube account, and I probably watch more YouTube than I should, but it's still a night and day difference compared to the doom scrolling I see so many people struggling with. I'll also still jump onto forums or Reddit when I want to look into a particular subject or a product, but that just feels more like normal internet usage than anything else to me. The biggest thing I've really done is remove the doom scrolling habit. And honestly, after 6 months, life isn't as different as I thought it would be. Hyper-radicalized opinions still reach me through the internet because apparently everyone now believes the world absolutely must hear their opinion on everything. But I will say it's been nice having my daily exposure to all that insanity greatly reduced. I also wouldn't say I suddenly got back countless hours in the day, mostly because I had already greatly reduced my usage of these apps before deleting them. But it is nice just having all the potential free time I could realistically have while balancing 2 kids and a full-time job. I guess what I want to say after living this quote-unquote radical lifestyle change for the last 6 months is this. It's not nearly as drastic a change as people think it's going to be, but even if it only improves the quality of your life by 5 or 10%, I still think it's worth doing it. And for people who have a much more crippling attachment to these apps, maybe the big improvement would be dramatically bigger than mine. Your mileage is going to vary. It's an investment in yourself, and I genuinely can't think of a reason not to make that investment. So, yeah, 6 months free of social media, and I'm definitely better for it. I'm certainly looking forward to keeping it that way. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I had another topic in mind for this week, but then I kind of realized that I'm actually hitting the 6-month anniversary of deleting all these apps, and I just wanted to make a little update on it. People seem to really like the video that I made last year, so I kind of wanted to follow up a bit. Let me know down below if you're still using social media, and if you are, if you're enjoying it, or if you're wanting to take the plunge that I did. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I upload weekly, and I love seeing new people down in the comments, so I hope you hit that subscribe button so you see more videos. Like the video if you liked it, ignore all buttons if you didn't. And until next time, keep it tuned in.